Hey guys, it's Tony on New Truth, and I'm bringing you a how to use gameplay for the AK47. I got this gameplay a while back. I was supposed to show the AK47 a while ago, and I've got caught up with the PM9 and a variety of different weapons that I'm sure you've seen. So this is the promised AK47 gameplay. In this gameplay, I'm using Scavenger, Hardline, and Marksman. These perks are pretty much my favourite for the AK47, especially if you want to go for high KD games like I did in this one. I rarely use Assault, so like I said, Assault is a key role into using the AK47. I'm using extended mags and silencer with the attachment proficiency, just because I think it's a very good thing to have. Extended mags and silencer is generally like the way I go on near enough every single gun I use in this game. But it's all about personal preference, and my preference is just extended mags and silencer. I'm using this particular setup, but I saw it a while back on Marker Jake's channel. I believe it was his subscriber Tuesday, and I believe he was using this exact same class. So I thought I'd try it out, and I might link you to that gameplay in the description. He gets a better gameplay than I do. But I do go on a really nice tear this game. I'm using the kill streaks, Predator, Strafrun, and Pavlo. Now, the Predator, obviously, Predator is very good for scouting and for killing people as well. And Strafrun on Interchange, because due to the lack of buildings, there is very little places for them to escape and hide. So, Strafrun works incredibly well, and it can defend all three flags, easily. There's nothing blocking them, so that's very, very good kill streak. And the Pavlo, obviously, Pavlo is just necessary if you're going for the assault kill streaks. Pavlo is probably the best assault streak in this game. So yeah, why not have it, right? You might as well just have it. So, how to use the AK47? Well, this gun has what I call fake recoil. What I mean is fake recoil. As you can see when I shoot, it jumps quite a bit, but there is very little recoil. So if I give you an example, I would fire a full clip into a guy, and if you have a look next time I kill someone, if you have a look there where I'm shooting, you can see that the crosses, but your ADS, your iron sights are absolutely flying all over the place, but your bullets still shoot straight. Now, I believe this is what makes this gun incredibly underused, because people just think, oh no, I must use guns that have got very little recoil, hence why most people use the MP7 and the ACR. But no one gives a thought to any of the other weapons, which is why I favour the AK47 and the M4A1, for example, over the ACR. Because very little people use it, and it's got incredibly good damage. I mean, each bullet does 49 to 25, so that's a two-bullet. It's a two-bullet headshot, like most bullets are in this game, and it's a three-bullet kill at close range, and it makes it a four-bullet kill at long range. And all the silencer is doing is just increasing that drop-off point where the damage will go from 49 to 25. That's all the silencer does. So why not put the silencer on? It's an assault rifle. Generally, I would recommend assault rifles to have silencer, because it does very little to the damage, and it does absolutely nothing to the accuracy. So why not put it on? So the AK47 on Interchange, you want to take a very, I wouldn't say campy role, but you want to take a very relaxed role, because if you're going to start running in and panicking like you would with any other assault rifle, then you're not going to get anywhere. So I do recommend that you take a relaxed role and try and use as many head glitches as possible. I know that's really newbie and everything else, but honestly that's the best way to use this weapon. And if you come into close range contact, you're going to win anyway, because the crosshairs without steady aim on the AK47 are actually surprisingly good. And here I got taken off, as you can tell, on an assault streak, but you get taken off. Like, people always say, oh, I need to use ones, let's say Hipfire. People generally would use for hip firing on an assault rifle, which I don't know why you would, but you generally use, well, I would use preferably semi-automatic, so the MK14, because that is always a two-bullet kill. like, no matter what the range, unless you're using the silencer on it, which I believe makes it a 3-bullet kill. I don't know why, but that's how it is. And so you don't need to. If you're going to Hipfire, put steady aim on, why don't you choose a shotgun or a submachine gun? Because that's generally what you'd use with those weapons. I don't get it, but And the way to utilize this gun's impressive, like crosshairs, is don't use steady aim. You don't use steady aim on guns you definitely don't need to. I mean, I rarely use steady aim anyway, because honestly, I rarely use anything but dead silence, because, I don't like the sound of my own footsteps. But SitRep Pro does help a lot with that anyway. But I'd use Marksman, especially on a map like this, just because of the sheer size of the maps. I mean, if you think about it, if I aim down this particular spot here, I would have seen him, but the Marksman just helps so much. And I do actually believe that the Marksman is an overpowered perk. I know it says that you can identify enemies at longer range. I believe that's the pro perk, or is that the? I don't know. I think it might be the. No, it's the standard perk. The standard perk allows you to see enemies at longer range, but you can see them across the map. I wouldn't mind if you could see them, halfway across the map, because then, then it'd be balanced, because it says longer range, but not, at its longest point. I mean, that's ridiculous. I mean, but if it's in the game, you might as well utilize it, especially on an AK47, because the AK47 does not need Stalker. The AK47, in my opinion, is one of the very few assault rifles that you do not need Stalker. So, if you want me to give any tips on using Stalker, I can use that in another gameplay if you'd like me to. And if you want any information on any other perks, send me a message and I'll probably do a video on it, or I might just give out some brief tips in. Well, I'll give out brief tips. I'll upload a clip, and I'll say if you want to know about hardline, for example, I'd put a brief clip where I try to use hardline as much as possible. I'll upload that about a minute long, and I'll do a very brief, commentary on it. So because there's not many things that involve the perks. But guys, if that's what you want to see, that's what you want to see. And that's pretty much the end of the gameplay, guys. So I really hope you enjoyed my how to use video for the AK47. And if you have enjoyed this video, make sure you check out the other how to use videos. And I've been AnewTruth, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Cheers, guys.